to start dating again after a toxic relationship. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Livia, and I help people just like you heal from past toxic relationships so you can step into a future full of love, happiness, and healthy connections. If you've been following me for a while, you already know how much I care about empowering you to break free from cycles of pain and open up to real, fulfilling relationships. Today, we're going to talk about something really important: how to start dating again after a toxic relationship. I know, the idea of dating again can feel daunting, but trust me, it's not only possible, it's absolutely worth it. So grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's dive in. 1. Acknowledging your journey. Before we talk about how to start dating again, we need to acknowledge something really, really important. Your journey. It's been hard, hasn't it? If you've been in a toxic relationship, you probably feel emotionally drained, unsure of yourself, and maybe even a little bit terrified about the idea of trusting someone new. That's completely understandable. When we go through pain, betrayal, or manipulation, it takes time to heal. The first thing I want you to remember is that healing is not linear. There's no perfect timeline for moving on, and it's okay if you're not feeling 100% ready to jump into the dating pool right now. If you're still processing pain from your past, that's okay. Give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling. Honor the space you need to heal. After a toxic relationship, we often experience something called trauma bonding, where we've attached ourselves to unhealthy patterns. It can make the idea of dating again feel terrifying because we don't want to repeat the same mistakes. But I promise you, if you do the work on yourself first, you can break those cycles. You can rewrite your story. 2. Rebuilding your self-worth. Okay, so now that we've acknowledged where you are in your healing, let's talk about something powerful: rebuilding your self-worth. After a toxic relationship, your self-esteem might feel shattered. And I know that can make dating feel like an impossible task. But hear me out. Your worth was never tied to the toxic person you were with. Your value is intrinsic, and it's time to reconnect with that truth. Start by identifying your strengths. What makes you unique? What do you love about yourself? I want you to make a list of your positive qualities, things that you admire about your heart, your soul, and your personality. Write down the moments in your life when you felt proud of who you were. Even the smallest moments of growth are victories. Celebrate them. When you rebuild your self-worth, you're not only healing yourself, but you're also setting the foundation for a healthier relationship. The more you love and respect yourself, the more you'll attract that same energy from others. 3. Taking time for yourself. Next up, let's talk about taking time for yourself. I know the idea of dating again may make you feel like you should jump right in and move on as quickly as possible. But here's the thing, rushing into dating can sometimes mean you're not fully healed already. And if you're not ready, you might find yourself attracting the same type of person who's not good for you. So let's slow down for a moment. Instead of focusing on finding someone new, focus on yourself. What do you need? What do you want out of your life? Spend time reconnecting with hobbies, passions, and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. I'm talking about those things that make you feel alive, things that you maybe lost sight of while you were in the toxic relationship, whether it's yoga, painting, walking, or just spending quiet time reading, whatever it is. Feed your soul. Taking time for yourself helps you reconnect with your own energy. It creates a space where you're grounded, centered, and more aligned with who you are. And that's going to make you feel more confident when you do start dating again. 4, learning from the past. Now, let's talk about the lessons learned from your past relationship. This is a big one. I know it might hurt, but I want you to take a moment and think about the red flags that you ignored, the patterns that you allowed to continue, and the things that didn't align with your values. These are your lessons. One of the most empowering things you can do as you start dating again is reflect on what went wrong in your toxic relationship. What did you learn about your boundaries, about your values, about what you need in a relationship? This doesn't mean beating yourself up. It's about growth. What can you do differently next time? By learning from your past, you can avoid repeating the same mistakes. It's about empowering yourself to make better choices. And the beautiful thing is, every lesson you've learned is a stepping stone to attracting a healthier, more loving relationship in the future. 5, setting healthy boundaries. Let's talk about boundaries. After a toxic relationship, setting boundaries can feel intimidating because in the past, your boundaries might have been crossed or ignored. But healthy boundaries are non-negotiable. They're a form of respect and they help protect you from falling into old patterns. When you start dating again, it's crucial to be clear about your boundaries from the beginning. This could be emotional boundaries, physical boundaries, or even just knowing what your non-negotiables are in a relationship. And remember, if someone doesn't respect your boundaries, that's a major red flag. Don't be afraid to walk away. It's not just about protecting yourself, it's about valuing yourself enough to not settle for anything less than what you deserve. 6, taking it slow. Finally, let's talk about pacing yourself. After a toxic relationship, you don't need to rush into anything. Take your time. It's okay to take things slow, get to know someone before you dive in too deep. This time, you're in control. Move at a pace that feels comfortable for you. Don't feel pressurized to fit in with anyone else's timeline or expectations. Remember, there's no rush. You're in charge of your own healing journey, and when you're ready to move forward, you'll know it. Trust yourself and trust the process. I hope today's video gave you some encouragement, insight, and tools to help you start dating again after a toxic relationship. You are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. Yeah! And I truly believe that when you do the inner work and heal from your past, you will attract the kind of love that supports and uplifts you. If you're feeling ready to begin your healing journey, I encourage you to check out my free resources linked below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and share it with someone who could benefit. If you would rather speak to me personally, you can reach me again at the link below. I'll see you in the next video.